It was just a birthday gift, and I literally kept it up on my wall, and I was like, I'm gonna wear it today. It's good luck.
Oh, wait. So you held on to it and you said, I'm not putting this on until Manchester United signed Jadon Sancho.
I mean, that wasn't the goal, but yeah, we can say it was. You can say that's the goal. Yeah. Welcome to a new episode of Did I Mention? I'm Tosin. I'm here with my good friend, Nico Cantor. You might have seen him on the Golasso show, just in case you don't know who he is, but that's who he is. Nico, how you doing today?
Tosin, what's up, man? It's an honor to be here on this special episode, reaction episode of Did I Mention with you, man. That jersey looks fresh.
I mean, I literally have never worn it before, so that's how fresh it is. It was just a birthday gift, and I literally kept it up on my wall, and I was like, I'm gonna wear it today. It's good luck.
Oh, wait. So you held on to it and you said, I'm not putting this on until Manchester United signed Jadon Sancho.
I mean, that wasn't the goal, but yeah, we can say it was. You can say that's the goal. Yeah. So nice. Yeah, Sancho signed with Man United. I feel like it's a long time coming. So how do you feel about it? What's your instant reaction to seeing this deal?
I love it that I get to go and give my opinion before the Manchester United superfan over here. So let me give you my humble and expert opinion. I think these are the type of signings that we got used to see Manchester United do years ago. Let's say in the Fergie era, right? And now we got to think whether Manchester United is that title-winning team that we grew up with.
Yeah.
Coming in second to Manchester City, I don't think is good enough anymore. Obviously, City is I think in a league of their own, but you got to contend for titles at this point of your Manchester United. I mean, they were doing it without Jadon Sancho, so I think many people will feel like this is what pushes United over the edge. I don't think they have a player like Jadon Sancho. I mean, over the last couple of seasons, he's been one of the best creators in the world, one of the leading assisters in the game of soccer. So if we can think that Manchester United is that much over the edge in order to challenge for a Premier League title, maybe we're thinking that they can push for Champions League. Obviously, I mean, Manchester United didn't even qualify past the group stage this season. Yeah. So I don't know if the responsibility falls onto one signing, Manchester United, to be that better team. But there's no way that with Jadon Sancho they become a worse team. Obviously, I think it's a really top signing. So many teams around the world probably want this kid on their team, and he's so young, and obviously I think his youth speaks a lot about the price tag on his head. And Manchester United got a kid that I think all of England likes. He's one of those players that he's just like a fan favorite because of his story and all that stuff. So I think it's a lot of things in the pros section and not too many in the cons for Manchester United at this point.
Yeah. I mean, me personally, I'm just happy it's over. We've wanted Sancho since he left City. So when he was going to Dortmund originally, that's when we're like, hey, we want to sign this kid. So last year we got the whole, poor Fabrizio was up every single day, just trying to figure it out. So hopefully, Fabrizio, if you're listening, you can get some sleep now. But it's finally about
time. That guy
time.
never gets any sleep.
No, Fabrizio probably sleeps like 30 minutes, and then he's all on his phone just trying to figure it out. So, but no, I mean, I'm happy that we got Sancho. I think what United wants to do, and I've said this on previous episodes, I said this before, I think England has the most talented generation outside of France. Like, the best crop of youngsters might be England. And I genuinely feel Sancho's part of that up and talented coming England generation. So I think his impact in the squad is not just going to be on a talent level. It's also going to be on a familiar level. He's friends with a lot of these guys. He's really good friends with Rashford. So he already has that connection there. But I feel it makes Man United a lot more fluid, and it's going to help Mason Greenwood more than anybody. Mason can finally come off that right I feel Mason is much more of a number 9 than an actual out and out wide player. And what Sancho brings to United is different than what Rashford or Martial brings. That he's an actual creative player first. He comes in at looking to help out somebody. United don't really have, and I noticed it last year. We don't really have too many players who create other than Bruno and Pogba. So now you have another creative outlet. Now defenders like, okay, I have to take a step back now. So that's what I feel his biggest impact is, just more so on the creative side of it. That's going to help United out so much more.
Yeah, so, I think if you're thinking about like the link ups between the players, because obviously I think maybe Greenwood comes out of the equation, and if we can slot Sancho into there, imagine the link ups between Sancho and Bruno and Sancho and Pogba, and that triangle maybe towards the right, and then feeding either a Rashford or a Cavani. Sancho works so well when he has a striker at his disposition, like Haaland making those runs, Cavani making those runs, Rashford making those runs. I imagine he's gonna be feeding the blender, you know, and these guys are just gonna be, you know, you have somebody that can crash like Rashford, like Cavani. It's only adds wood to the fire. Like, let's think about how much Bruno Fernandes gravitates around United's player. How much, let's say it the other way around, how much United gravitates around Bruno Fernandes. If you don't have Bruno, you don't have a party. So now imagine that Bruno has somebody that he can pair up with. It only adds another dynamic, because it's not like you're adding somebody that's kind of that central floating type of player. Sancho will go down the wing. He'll take people on. He'll make things happen. And then when you pair that with Bruno, who will, you know, kind of float and find his space naturally, maybe not so violent in his movements towards the end line, but kind of that, you know, now you have another dynamic to your creativity on attack, and then that just frees up everybody else. That'll free up whoever's on the left. That it's either Martial, or up top if you have Cavani, Rashford, Greenwood, and that obviously, you know, people have to start picking up those markers. It's just, I hope, you know, I think the key to United just becoming that unstoppable force is if we find a way to get Pogba playing like he does with the French national team, free him up, and then kind of just
mention that, because now we could talk about what United 11 would be, and I think obviously defense, no one really cares, but it's gonna probably be Dean Henderson in goal, Wan-Bissaka right back, maybe a new center back like Varane at right back, and then Harry Maguire, and then left back. Left back will be Luke Shaw, obviously.
Right.
Phil, obviously, all he loves is 4-2-3-1, so end up probably being McTominay and Pogba, and then Bruno, Rashford on the left, Jadon on the right.
For you, sorry to interrupt. Let's stop at the center defensive mids. Fred is like on the bench, but like the furthest away from you at this point, huh, Tosin?
No, I like Fred. So watching Copa America, I'm actually glad you're here, because we can quickly talk about this. United needs another center midfielder, defensive midfielder. And someone who you know personally, who I saw in Copa America, one game against Brazil, and I was like, I want him at United. Wilmer Barrios. I saw Wilmer, and I was like,
Wilmer Barrios on Manchester United. I'll jump out the window of joy.
Yes, I watched him. I watched him for 100 minutes, and I was like, this guy is literally everything I wanted in a defensive midfielder. He was on Neymar like white like rice. So I feel getting someone like Wilmer Barrios, I think what Sancho does is he adds to the creativity. What someone like a Wilmer Barrios would do would take this team to like a whole nother level, because now everybody else gets to be a lot more free because you now have defensive stability. So I feel United, you know, the 11 kind of works itself out. It's just who you're going to get in the midfield that's going to, you know, not free up the players, but kind of just give them more assurance. And we see that with France, with Pogba, like he has Kante next to him. You know, even with Portugal, they have, you know, Danilo. They have some different players. So it's like, who are you going to bring in that's going to bring in that defensive stability? That's where I feel is the missing link United's 11.
Yeah, so I think if it, like when you see Pogba play with France, obviously I think it's easier to play Kante next to you, because not only are his defensive abilities like superlative, he also plays and he goes up. And if he'll go up, you'll know that he'll drop back and defend. You know, you don't have to worry about the zone next to you. Usually on a team, on any given layman's team, you'll have somebody who has a little bit more freedom, and that'll be your Pogba, and then somebody who'll be more defensive. And I think this past season it was Fred. Tomini gets really far up the field, so you gotta always watch your back. If you got, you know, it's I don't think it's that perfect of a symbiosis, because he'll go up, then somebody needs to drop back, and I don't think it's obviously not the same thing as what you're seeing with France. So maybe if you do have somebody with a little bit more defensive quality, you can have Pogba free roam like he likes doing, because he'll pick up play in the back, he'll go forward, and then up top, I mean, let's think about it. You got Sancho on the right. I gotta do this opposite, right? Because this is it's mirroring me. So Sancho on the right. In the middle, you have it's Bruno 100%, and then who are you putting on the left? Is it Martial?
Rashford,
and then up top Greenwood.
Yeah.
Or Cavani.
I'm going with Greenwood. I love Cavani, but I feel like it's time for Greenwood to be the number 9. So
okay, I like that. That. So you give me Cavani at Boca, and you can keep Greenwood.
How about 2020? 2020, give me Cavani. How about that? And then you can talk.
Okay, one more season.
Yeah, then you can talk to Wilmer Barrios
fair enough.
Yeah. So
okay, when I get to Wilmer Barrios, you give me Cavani then.
That's perfect. Cool. So everyone, what do you guys? We want to know what you guys think about the sign-in. Leave comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We definitely want to hear what you guys think, because this is, to me, one of the biggest signings of the summer, if not the biggest summer sign. I can't even speak. I'm so excited. But yeah, you guys let us know. We're out. You guys take it easy. Peace.